Welcome to another edition of Words with WaPrep. I'm Miss Teresa, and sitting next to me is Miss Eunice.
Hello.
We are both teachers here at Washington Preparatory School, located in Bothell, Washington, USA. With us today in the audience, we have 3 of our WaPrep students. First is Miss Chloe.
My name is Chloe. I'm in 6th grade, and
My name is Evan, and I'm in 7th grade. My name is Justin, and I'm in 6th grade. Please ship 10 pounds of lasagna here.
Thank you very much. Our first word today is aroma. We use this word when we're describing a smell or an odor, especially if it's a pleasant one. Perfume has aromas. Flowers have aromas.
And food certainly has different types of aroma.
Yes. So any smell or odor.
Justin, talk to us about food and the aroma of it. How does the aroma of food make you feel?
Well, it depends on what food it is. Let's say it's a really really moldy food, and the aroma is probably gonna be really disgusting and nasty. But let's say it's a good food, like lasagna or fried rice, then it's gonna have a delicious aroma that's gonna fill the house and make everybody's mouth water.
Very good. Very good. Evan, can you think of anything? Maybe describe an aroma of something that you're around a lot? Maybe in your house? Do you have an aroma in your house?
like the aroma of the freshly baked apple pie wafted across the house.
Wow, that's very good. Thanks.
That sounds lovely. Makes me a little bit hungry.
Yep.
I know when I'm walking around outside, especially if it's raining like it is now, then there's this really kind of pleasant, kind of woodsy aroma that is pleasant.
Very good. Right.
So it doesn't always have to do with food. It can be about the way the environment smells after the rain. We have a lot of rain here in Washington, and I am now familiar with that smell. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. I know when I fly to California, where I was raised, I get off the airplane and there is a definite difference in the air. There is an aroma in the air from the different plants and flowers mixed with a little smog and diesel fuel, I guess.
I always think of the smell of the ocean when I go back to California. I smell the ocean and strawberries mixed together. Those are the 2 smells of home that I miss the most.
Yes.
That's a wonderful aroma.
Our second word that we're going to discuss today is the word beverage. Beverage, you can also say a drink. It's a liquid used as a drink, a beverage. A lot of times when I go to a restaurant, the waitress or waiter will come to the table after I sit down and ask me if I would like a beverage.
And of course, my students know that every day in class, because I have to talk so much, I often have a wonderful hot liquid with me, my tea, because tea is my favorite beverage.
Justin, what is your favorite beverage?
Well, as I said, it depends on the situation, because let's say I'm eating something really salty. I wouldn't want a really sweet beverage with me, because that would make it taste kind of weird. And if I'm saying something sweet, it would be vice versa. I wouldn't want a really salty beverage. But all in all, I kind of like boba milk tea.
Okay, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
So beer is a beverage.
Do you drink
Which
beer?
young people are forbidden to drink. Let's think of another beverage, Evan.
Lemonade is a beverage.
That's right. It is.
Kind of like Miss Eunice, I really enjoy tea, but instead of hot tea, I enjoy sweet tea. That's kind of the one beverage I drink all year round and I never get tired of.
Good. Our next word is the word cluster. Cluster, as a noun, is a number of similar things grouped together. So you can see in the sky a cluster of stars.
I wonder if you can say we have a cluster of students.
Yes, we have a number of similar things.
For example, my 6th grade group could be the 6th grade cluster.
Yes.
7th graders could be the 7th grade cluster. I think that's an appropriate usage of the word.
Yeah. Cluster can also be used as a verb, which is an action word, to gather or come together in a group. So you might be asked to cluster together a group of kittens.
Oh, that would be lovely. Nothing nicer than a cluster of kittens. Justin, what do you think of when you think of the word cluster?
So at school, normally we trade food, and sometimes people trade a cluster of food for a $5 bill.
That's true, a group. Mm-hmm.
So during lunchtime, there's these two clusters of people. One sits at one table and the other sits at the other table.
Yeah,
That's an excellent example.
Cluster of friends.
When I think of cluster, I think of a cluster of food, like kebabs.
What are kebabs?
Describe kebab for us.
Kebabs are my favorite food in all existence, and it's basically just food on a stick.
Food on a stick.
Yeah.
You can put anything on a stick, fruit, vegetables, meat, and just put it all on a stick, and you just eat it.
Cluster of food on a stick. Yeah.
That sounds yummy.
Kebabs forever.
Let's see. You mentioned different things they could put on the stick, like fruit, vegetables, meat. So they managed to combine different things. And that brings us to our next word, which is to combine, meaning to join or bring together. When I think of combining, I think of groups of students who like to do the same things. Mm-hmm. I like to combine those students so we can engage in an activity that might be fun.
Yeah, that's a perfect usage. Justin, can you use the word combine?
So in a game that we play here in America called Minecraft, you can combine 2 or more items to make a totally new item.
Oh, that's a good one. Evan, what do you think about that word? What comes to mind?
So in a science experiment, for example, you can combine 2 chemicals and it might explode.
Oh, very good.
Tell me you have managed to not combine anything that exploded this year with your science teacher.
Didn't you combine vinegar and baking soda? Did you do that in this class, or have you ever done that?
No.
Never? Oh.
Maybe I think I have.
Yeah. Okay. Chloe.
When I think of
Combine,
I think of combining a stick and vegetables.
So you want to combine something to make a kebab?
Yes.
You are hungry for kebabs, aren't you?
Giving us tongue twisters today. Hungry students.
You can combine ingredients. You can combine people, groups, anything that you join or bring together.
Even yarn when you're knitting.
Yes. Okay, our next word is consume.
Oh dear. This is a very popular word here at WaPrep. It means to use up, like to consume a resource. It can also mean to eat or drink. You can imagine which of those 2 definitions is popular among our studio audience here today. And it can also mean to do away with or destroy.
We talk about consumables when something is used and then not able to be reused. It's consumable as opposed to recycling. Justin.
So in a video game I play, there's 2 different types of weapons. There's one that consumes ammo very quickly, and one that slowly fires off the ammunition.
Okay.
Evan?
I consumed a lot of food before I went to a restaurant, and now I don't have any appetite.
You pre-consumed.
I consume a lot of kebabs on a day-to-day basis, and I never get tired.
You know what my students like to consume?
What?
Highlighters and pencils. I don't know if they're eating them. I started the school year with, over 40 highlighters and 380 pencils. I have about 20 pencils left.
They're used up.
And I can't find highlighters to save my life. So,
You went away with them.
I ask them all the time,
Yeah.
did you consume these things?
Chloe
Thank
will
you
give
for
you back
confessing.
too. Yes, Chloe might give you back too.